Single turbo, big turbo, twin turbo. What does that mean? Good morning, everybody. At this change, I would like to talk about turbo. For the first time, I want to introduce myself. My name is Rian. I am a student of Yogyakarta State University, majoring Automotive Engineering. Okay, to understand turbo, you have to know the basic of how an engine works. Think of an engine is like a very big large pump. It sucks air and fuel to cylinder, compress and combust it. To get more power from an engine, we need to burn more fuel more quickly. A cylinder is limited in how much air it can breathe by its size. Historically, when engine makers want more air to mix with their fuel, they need a bigger cylinder. There was no replacement or displacement. This made engines large and heavier and oftentimes slow to rev. Then in 1905, a Swiss engineer named Alfred Bucke came up with a replacement for displacement. When he used the exhaust gas of an engine to power a compressor that then feed denser air into the combustion chamber, more air mean more fuel could burn and get more boom. That means have a higher compression. We could when the boom was gonna happen. Boom go too soon, your engine goes kaboom. It's called pre-ignition. There's a bad news for the engine. So ignition timing is so important. Turbo were quickly adopted by aeronautical industry. When you're 20,000 feet up, the air is almost half as dense. An engine would lose as much as half of their power. A turbo restored air pressure in the engine back to sea level pressure. This is called turbo normalizing. When turbo is used to exceed that pressure, that's called turbocharging. So, how does all this crap work? This is a turbo. As your engine expels exhaust gas, they enter turbine housing. The exhaust air gets piped over this turbine and spins it. The turbine is connected to impeller on the other side of the turbo, and it spins to as it spins. It sucks in a ton of air through the inlet and shoots into intake manifold. The air is now more dense, so it has more oxygen, so it can burn more gas more quickly and give it more power. To keep the charged air from going back into the turbo when the throttle leaves off, a blow of valves relieves the pressure by letting the air go back into the atmosphere. That's why you get that cool. Turbocharging creates a lot of heat, as the hot side of the turbo often looks rusty. That's because the extreme heat acts as a catalyst, causing a metal to oxidize more quickly. And the side also generates heat because of molecule of air is compressed. The most popular to fix that is with an intercooler. An intercooler is sits between the turbo and the engine. This the advantage and disadvantage of a turbo. So now we know that a turbocharger is an air compressor. So if you want more power, why not just get the biggest turbo you can find? Well, is not that easy. Because if the turbo is too big, it takes a long time for the exhaust to get it spinning fast enough to compress the air. That's called turbo lag. Many types of turbocharger, like single turbo, sequential turbo, twin scroll turbo, and many more. Turbocharging is the perfect example of performance technology because a turbocharger utilizes the waste energy, which is exhaust gas. Okay, maybe enough at this stage. Thanks for your attention. I hope useful for your information. And I'm sorry if any mistake I made. Have a good day.